I really appreciate you tuning in today for Sell 5 Orders a Day from your website. Everyone would like to increase the amount of orders that they sell from their website, and there are ways that you can do that to differentiate yourself from other distributors who do not know how to do that. But before we get started, we need to thank the great suppliers that are shown on the screen right now. Galaxy, Quickie, Promo Social Post, Logomats, Edwards are shown on the original ad for the webinar. In addition, we have Pen Machine, which has purchased Gympire, Trainer, Innovation Line, Flex System, Sunjoy, Sock 101. That is just a great supplier. Southern Plus, Snugs, Burlingame, Alexa Springs ID Line, Cloth Promotions, Apogee Showdown, and We Promo, the best buying group that I know of. So with that said, let's get started. Most distributors have cookie cutter websites. They just use the same type website forum that every other distributor uses in this industry from the 4 or 5 different service providers. Standard website templates do not make you unique. They are all the same. Look at the man on the screen looking right at you. Is that what he thinks when he looks at your website? He's looked at distributor websites and they're just all the same. Your site must not look like every competitor. Your site should not be a bad greeting card for what you do. It should showcase what you do best. Great coupon on the screen right now from Sunjoy, my favorite electronic supplier, and their products are first rate and high quality. You need to build a site that is you. Create a unique one and focuses on what you do best. Maybe you're a fast order specialist. Maybe you only want to sell American-made products. Maybe you're going to focus quality products only. Maybe you're going to have a breast cancer awareness site in August when it comes around to selling those type of products. The great suppliers on the screen right now could be featured. Southern Plus, Alexa Springs, Galaxy. You could just have a site based on great suppliers, but you need to have some type of thing that differentiates you from others.
Remember to make your website just like your marketing materials, creative. Many distributors have great logos and they have really creative taglines, but they don't include those on their cookie cutter websites. Be unique on your website just like you are on your marketing materials. Don't miss the opportunity to show what you do best.
Do what you do and do it right. Unique product categories. Create unique product categories. Don't use these same old burnout topics on the right. Polos, dress shirts, hoodies, jackets, tote bags, backpacks. There's nothing creative about that. Every one of the providers offers these same boring categories. How about having unique categories like media, being worn? Being worn could be for wearables. Media could be for electronics. American made obviously is American made. Show appreciation, get attention, action oriented. The 2 suppliers that you see on the screen right now, Burlingame and Alexa Springs, they could be featured in several of your unique categories. They certainly wouldn't fit under polos, dress shirts, of hoodies, but they would fit under American made. Burlingame and Alexa Springs are as American made as you could get. You could use Alexa Springs in the office. It could be an event favor. They could also be for safety. Kickstand pads from Burlingame hold motorcycles up. That's a safety item. Action oriented. Burlingame products are action oriented. So is Alexa Springs. Student needs. Students need bottled water. Show appreciation with both those products and get attention. Take products that you like and introduce them into unique categories that you developed, not ones that are just like everybody else in the industry. A great supplier for unique product categories would be Bensel. Bensel makes so many neat products like pens and pencils shaped like different things, or they have great smash lights. And if you want any samples of Burlingame products, it's C Madlock at Bensel.com. That little video is quick and to the point. How about including that on your website? Most of these cookie cutter websites, they don't push product videos at all. Here's some great sample offers from Edwards. I talk about Edwards at every one of the webinars. There's a poplin shirt, there is a free blouse, there is a great apron that you can order, and a polo from Edwards. All you have to do is take your phone and point it at that QR code. The form will come up, and after the webinar, you can fill out the rest of the form, and Edwards will be happy to send you either one of these 4 samples. This is a great way to show quality products to customers, and I want you to think about it. Why don't you create your own QR codes and your own sample offers where prospects can scan the code and pick out a sample product that you choose to send them? I don't know of any distributors doing this. Be the first to start doing it now. Cause marketing is such an important thing in our society. Snugzy USA is big into cause marketing efforts. They do the Wounded Warrior program. They do all types of extreme camping products. They do water marketing with their thermos products, their drinkware. This is just a great way to make yourself look like you care about the community, and another great cause marketing effort. Customer care at snugzyusa.com if you'd like to know how to receive cause marketing samples from Snugs. There's an email address at the bottom of the screen. Now, control shirt inventories. I know too many distributors out here buying blanks that are not in stock. They'll place orders and they'll buy blanks. Maybe that they have 4 sizes in their order. Well, they might have 3 of the sizes available and 1 on back order. Don't do that. Only buy from suppliers who have shirts in inventory. Control shirt inventories. Never wait on back ordered products. You're going to look like an idiot telling your customer that you sold them something that you can't get. Stop losing orders due to blank shortages. Ad Capital is the finest industry silk screener they are. I'm just telling you the truth. They are producing their own t-shirts now, and the screening on it is absolutely magnificent. You look at Arnold there. I like those movies, but look at the detail in that eye of his. That's shot with a 1-screen process, and this imprinting is absolutely perfect. Ad Capital equipment, they're based in North Carolina, is all brand new and top of the line. Is the local printer that you use, do they have brand new silk screening equipment? Or are they using old equipment that does not capture detail like you can get with Ad Capital? Sales team at adcapital.com. If you'd like to have a sample of one of the shirts from their new lines, this is a great supplier that will provide the blanks and doing the printing. No 2-step process. 1-step place to get an order, not buy the blanks, send them to a printer, and have to worry about what they receive. You need to sell web orders by increasing traffic and utilizing closing tools. Most of these sites don't have calls to action. They certainly don't have personal thank you videos from you telling the customer or prospect for visiting. Put those up on your site. Have custom product pitch videos, just like this little brief video. Cloth Promotions offers that great little collapsible rolling suitcase. Scott at clothpromotions.com if you would like to find out how to get a sample, or there is their 888 number on the screen. Brief product videos, not too long, right to the point. Focus them on the headers of your site so people can see the products that you offer are unique and different from everyone else. And how about the free money coupon from Bertocamp on the screen? I'll bet you didn't know that Bertocamp makes stock and custom plaques. Well, I didn't either until I started working with Bertocamp on these webinars, and they are absolutely great at inexpensive award programs. Great rolling suitcase idea there. and email Scott and see what he can do for you on a sample. Now, one-day service, rush order specialist, there's a lot of distributors who specialize in rush orders. We make an average of 60% on rush orders because I don't give this stuff away. If I want a fast order that I know is going to be delivered, comes out in a day, I go to snugzusa.com. Causes me not to miss any rush orders. There's no excuses on this. There is on-time delivery, and if you're looking for a one-day ship, Supplier Snugs is it. Don't find some offbeat supplier on one of these cookie cutter websites that says they can deliver in 24 hours that you don't know. Only buy rush orders from reliable old line suppliers who stand behind what they sell. Include a sports marketing category on your site. I know that you went to school somewhere. I went to Glenview Elementary, Richland Junior High, and Richland High School. I went over to Fort Worth the other day, and I went to all three of them. I walked in and I said, you know what? I'd love to see the school. I went to school here, and two of them I got to see the principal, and I pitched them on T-shirts and different little spirit items. Your grandchildren, your children, maybe your neighbor's children go to school. Go up to these schools and talk to them about sports marketing products. These medium wall pennants from Ad Capital are American made. And this is a special I had from last month's webinar, but I wanted to include it because it's just a great deal. Sales team at adcapital.com if you would like to have a pennant sample. You really want to look slick, include Apple products on your site. I believe that Sunjoy is the only certified Apple seller in this industry. That might not be true, but it's what I believe. The only one that I've seen. Harrison at sunjoy.us if you want to learn how to sell Apple products. Great $50 off an order coupon on the screen right now. All you've got to do is email Harrison and say, Sanders told me that you could teach me how to sell Apple products. And I guarantee you, Harrison, you can do that. He's a stand-up guy, and Sunjoy is a great electronic supplier. Don't have too many product colors and price points on your site. This is insanity. All the industry providers think that you're dumb. They think that it makes you look good if you have so many choices, so many colors. All it really does is confuse your customers. No one needs 108,000 price point choices. No one needs blue shades. There's 357,000 samples of blue shade products. Get that mess off your website. If you want people to make decisions, limit what you show them. Don't look like a carnival barker selling any kind of junk you can. Sell stuff that you love, sell stuff that you know, and limit choices. Great coupon right there for Apogee for awards. I'm sorry I got wound up on that. I just don't think that people need to be given so many choices that cause them to not make decisions. And if you're not selling shoe covers to realtors, you're making a big error. Another Ad Capital product made in Monroe, North Carolina. This is a great item for realtors. Everybody on open houses now needs shoe covers when they walk in an open house. Realtor carries these in his car. If he's got a family of 4 and they're around looking houses, he gives everybody, they put on their shoe covers, and when they go in the house, they keep from tracking in dirt. This is a great realtor item. If you're selling realtors and you want to start calling on realtors, show them shoe covers. Great deal right now from Ad Capital again. Sales team at adcapital.com. Just email them and tell them you'd like to have a sample of their shoe covers. Be more than happy to send it right out to you. Want an American made only products category? It's what I'd have on my site. I like to sell American made products because we're going to have some more world. We've got enough wars going on in the world, but if China and Taiwan go at it, which it looks like they will, shipping coming out of China is going to be problematic. You don't want to tell your customers their order is stuck on a container ship that was sunk or one that is just laying up in a harbor. Ad Capital has all American made products. They have great little sleep mask. It'd be a great item for realtors. How about a custom pillowcase? You ever sold one of those? I got to be honest, I never have either. I didn't even think about it till I started putting this webinar together. Hot pad holders, that's another great item for realtors, or a leave behind gift for a thank you for open houses. And these crossing guard neon vests, those are great for schools. You can sell them to those schools you went to, or your people that you know children went to, and use those for crossing guards, and put the school mascot on the back of those vests. You go see them now, they just use old cheap vests. Use this as a branding opportunity for a school. Ad Capital makes a full range of vests for safety needs. Sales team at adcapital.com. Now, selling recognition on your site creates constant reorders. Only 7% of distributors sell this market effectively. My dear friend John Gauchi, he's going to talk to you here for 40 seconds. He is the most enthusiastic, nicest man I've ever met in my life. He wants your business, and he will tell you how to make money selling recognition.
Hello, Don. Hello, everybody. Thanks for everything. We're going to talk a little bit about recognition throughout this day. But let's first start with some awards are big and some awards are small. The reality is only 7 out of 100 distributors feel confident selling recognition. I'm here to say, if you know the difference between a plaque and a desk award, you're an expert. Let Apogee create something. There is never a setup charge at Apogee. Everything is custom, and the minimum order is always 1. Get out there and sell recognition. Back to you, Don.
John is a great guy. There's his card on the screen right now with his email address, his phone. If you'll email him and say, Sanders told me you'd send me a great Apogee sample, he will do that and not charge you a thing for that. There are 2 great coupons from Apogee on the screen right now. $50 off a first order of $150. It puts an extra $50 in your pocket. I'm showing you 2 because those are different types of products that Apogee produces, and all you have to do is buy uno, just 1. Include advanced decorating services on your site. Just don't be a screener or an embroidery person. Learn how to do sophisticated decorations on products. You can do that with 2-dimensional polymer labels from Flex Systems. I know Diane Chapman that owns Flex Systems very well. I talk about her capabilities in every webinar. Her 2-dimensional polymer labels will go on backpacks, they'll go on caps, they'll go on beanies, they'll go on satchels, they'll go on just almost any type of wearable or outdoor product. And you talk about swank decoration. Flex Systems did 2-dimensional polymer labels to decorate $1,300 cashmere sweaters. Now you get to where you can do that in a confident manner, then you are out here and you are a really swank salesperson. Diane C at flexsystems.com if you'd like to have a 2-dimensional polymer label kit. And Sanmar has approved Flex System as an authorized decorator for lines such as North Ace, Carhartt, Eddie Boyer. They know exactly what they're doing on decorations. Buying groups, I know them all. I know how they do work. I know what they charge, etc. We Promo is one that I know extremely well. They're out of Greer, South Carolina, and they are very reliable. There are no setup fees with We Promo. They do not charge you a high monthly fee like some of the buying groups do. You can get better pricing with over 125 different suppliers with them, and you will meet other like-minded suppliers that you can chat with on the We Promo website. Membership at wepromo.net if you would like more information. I don't know why you wouldn't sign up for this as soon as the webinar is over. It doesn't cost you anything. Just see what they can do for you. It's as good or better in what you're getting now from a buying group if you're a member of one. Now, maintain promo standards. What that means is all information that you include on your websites or suppliers include on their website is standardized. That means that bottled water, let's say Alexis Springs, let's say they've got 4 bottle sizes I'm showing here on the screen. Everywhere you look at Alexis Springs, if you looked on ESP, Distributor Central, etc., you would see that the pricing and the bottle descriptions are the same. If you're not using a promo standard supplier, they might not update their information. So on one search engine, let's say that bottled water is 59 cents on the C over on one site, might be 51 on another site. Makes you look stupid if you don't know exactly how it is. Only buy from suppliers who maximize promo standards. That's what it was created to do, to make everything the same and everything reliable. Want spring water samples? Brian at alexissprings.com. And I'm not going to tell you about dirty toilet water like I always do when I describe what purified water was. Spring water is not purified water. It is natural spring water and is the best tasting in the industry. Many distributors have never seen what a pallet looks like. There's a pallet of bottled water right there. That's 2016 bottles per pallet. Now you know what it looks like. A car dealer buys 3 of those a month. You want a good referral or a good annuity sales? Go to email Brian at alexissprings.com and said, Sanders told me that you would talk to me about how to sell bottled water to vehicle dealers. Bottled water is an unlimited sales potential. And remember, on your custom website, it can go in several different product categories. Now, here's a great offer from Ad Capital. I love Ad Capital. Lance Dunn owns Ad Capital, is the nicest man I've ever met, and he really wants your business. Here's a special back from last April. If you'd like to have a sample, there is the email address. I just like that tote. That's a great deal on that tote, and that tote, the handles won't fall off. The imprint does not fade like a lot of foreign imprint printed totes do. The only reason I'm showing you this is I think that's a great tote for the price. Now, you need to increase web sales with exposure. You've got to be seen. And remember, just like if you go out and make a call on somebody, I'm always remembered because I wear my colorful shoes. Unique networking and search engine optimization are the ways to make that happen. My colorful shoes set me apart from others.
Increasing website sales for yourself is just like looking for orders in the conventional way. You've got to have exposure. You've got to be meeting people in different ways so they will know about your website and like you on social media and other platforms to encourage them to come to your website. There's no secret stuff about this. People all the time ask me, Don, come up with something different to how to get business. Well, there's only several ways to get business, and I'm not going to mislead anyone. Get as much exposure for yourself, and then more orders will follow to your website. It's as easy as that.
It is as easy as that. Promoting your website is just like promoting yourself. Great coupon for Trainer Graphics on the screen right now. Second supplier I sold an order for many years ago. Trainer does imprinted napkins, cups, plates. They do insulated cups for coffee shops, you name it. American made out of Syracuse, Indiana. Remember my shoes. I'm going to show you how to get your own shoes here in a little bit. Now, Promo Social Post, Greg Blumstein sponsors all my website. If you want to increase your website sales, you need to do social media correctly. That will increase website traffic when used properly and consistently. I'm not talking about posting once every 4 months. You need to post 3 or 4 times a week. Greg Blumstein will do that for you at a low charge of $50 to $60 a month. He will create webinar ads for you like the one on the right with different products featured, and he will put your logo like branded first.com has on the top of that ad, and he will send that to your contact list for you. You don't have to do anything. Don't do social media unless you're going to be consistent. And who wants to proofread a post? Well, Greg does all the proofreading on the posts he sends out. He's consistent, and they target certain markets. I'm talking about Greg. Here he is right here. I've got at least 50 distributors that have given written accolades to Greg, but there's a distributor up in Oklahoma City is going to give you the best earnest recommendation I've ever heard.
Dawn with Impact Branding here in Oklahoma City, talking to you today about promo social posts. They're absolutely fantastic. Greg and his team do a wonderful job with our social media posts. They are experienced in the promotional products industry. They are on time and they are so reasonably priced. It's insanity, I tell you. And they have freed us up to do sales and operations and things that we need to get done, but maybe we don't want to do because we hate them, but that's beside the point. Again, promo social posts. If you are not utilizing their services, I'm telling you, you're missing the boat. You need to get on it, and you need to get on it now.
That's about as honest as you can get, and just sign up with Greg. It won't cost you. Just try it. If you don't like it, let me know. I know you won't let me know because I know you'll like it. Greg at promosocialpost.com. He can help you become a Facebook, LinkedIn expert, and you don't have to do anything but just send him an email. Now it's time to start showing calendars because that's coming up soon. Bensel, I love Bensel. They have custom calendars, and this is a great little calendar show. That's a nice little brief video. How about including that video on the header board of your site? Right to the point. You can make your own video and add at the end of the video your contact information. $25 off an order coupon from Bensel on the screen right now. It's showing their Smash Light, great product. If you'd like to have samples of calendars, chewing gum, or that lighted dual USB charger, right there on the screen, see Madlock at Bensel.com. Carla will send you whatever samples you would like, and we'll do it in an expedient manner. Great supplier Bensel is. Now, SEO optimization is created by frequent changes. Many people create a site and they don't do a dadgum thing to it. They just pay one of those providers and they use whatever the provider's got on the site, and the provider is not looking out for you. The provider is placing products on those sites depending on who pays them the most. That is exactly how that works. Build your own site, include what you want. Like like Southern Plus has all kinds of cute, dynamic, small, little product pitch ideas. Right here on the screen is one for ponchos. Here's one for resort wear, and here's one for the holidays. Wouldn't have the holidays up there now, but come around about August, I'm going to put that up. I make changes to my ads all the time on my site through my social media that shows up in Google searches and in Facebook searches, and it makes your site germane and current. Now, vector art is very important. I guarantee you 50% of the distributors in this industry don't know what vector art is. Showdown Displays is a great supplier for tints, table covers, signage, banners, you name it. I got this idea from them to show you what the difference in vector art and raster art is. Vector art is convertible. That means you can expand it or decrease it and not lose imagery. Raster art is one size fits all. You try and expand it, you try and decrease it, you lose your detail like you're seeing there on the screen. I have a customer who uses a bull as part of their marketing plan, and there is the bull that they sent me out in front of one of their locations, the color picture. I made that vector by creating that image from our artwork service, which is at the bottom with a white background. That is vector art. It will go up and go down to keep clarity. I'm just showing you this. because Showdown told me they thought that would just be a great little idea. Favicon spread web reach. Use them on all media devices. I have several Favicons of my shoes. There's 2 of them on the screen right now by my Don Sanders marketing business card. You can make these things, have an artist do it, and then you can link these Favicons to whatever you want them, wherever that you want to send people that click on it. If you want to start selling golf items from Southern Plus has great umbrellas. They have drinkware for the golf course, coolers, tote bags, you name it. All you'd have to do is have a Favicon. You could click on one of my shoes. It'd go directly to that golf thing, that golf flyer. Then if I wanted to change it to a pink umbrella flyer when it came around about breast cancer awareness, I just make that change. Favicon spread web reach. Order entry at southernplus.com if you'd like to have golf samples. Here's 5 little tips right here that are easy to do on websites. Favicons, include your street address. Don't look like an amateur with no street address. I live at 811, or I work out of 811 Evergreen Hills Road, Dallas, Texas. I am here. I'm telling you where I am. I put my address there. Makes me look more believable and real. Update your site daily. Increase your social media presence. We've talked about that. And you can include a payment software if you like. Another great coupon from Apogee. There's Edwards again with a free polo sample, and I'm going to talk about Pen Machine and Gympire in a minute, but right there is a free spec sample offer from Pen Machine. Michael at penmachine.com if you will email him a logo from one of your customers, he will do an actual lapel pin sample for you. Don't know another one of those lapel pin suppliers that will make actual samples. Now let's talk about SOC 101. Rachel, who is the marketing director for SOC 101, is a dynamic person. That supplier is great. They make imprinted signs and socks, and they make imprinted shoes. Here's where my shoe pitch is going to come into you. You can email Rachel at sock101.com and say, hey, Don told me you would send me a free pair of socks, which she will. Better yet, also send her your logo or a logo for one of your prospects, and she will make a virtual sample of a pair of shoes for you. How about having your own shoes with your logo? I have had more positive responses for my shoes than anything I've ever done to market myself. In fact, I've got it to where I meet people or I email people. I don't even put my name. I just put the Favicon with one of my shoes. There's my sellpromoproducts.com card with 2 different types of shoes. And there's Don Sanders marketing. I'm not a black shoe guy. Which marketing do you want? What does your marketing say about you? Email Rachel and say, Sanders told me you could help me. I'd like to have a virtual sample of socks, or I'd like to have a virtual sample of shoes. Here's your chance to make yourself a marketing expert. Now you can decorate impossible products. Put a product category. Decorating impossible products. If I was a visitor to your site, I'd be so curious. I think, well, what does that mean? But it would get me clicks, and then I would show during that process that Flex System has decorated Allbird shoes. Their little polymer labels will stick on the back of those shoes and actually make them imprinted. Same way with Yeti products. Yeti products are hard to decorate. The fabric on them is kind of funky, but Flex Systems labels will stick on any type on Yeti products are hard to deal with or decorate products. How about an impossible products category? You need to change embedded codes frequently. If you don't change codes, then you're not getting Google search pickups. You're going to stay static on your site. How about having a Favicon, and when I click on it, a message comes up that says, really appreciate your interest, and we'll get your sample out at once with my card. Then it could go to the next step to where you could show an ad from Berlicamp on selling their shoe charms. Their shoe charms will go on bags, it will go on lanyards, and they will go into the holes on Croc shoes. Or I said before that Burlingame does plaques. Want to talk to a person on the phone? You call Burlingame. They're off. They do not have offshore customer service people. People that are in Ohio. They're easier to deal with, easier to talk to. Burlingame is a great sample, great supplier. Shoe emblems and plaque samples. Sales at burlingame.com. Let's talk now about where to point those favicons. There's 5 favicons up there on the screen right now. I can have those point to my ad that Greg Blumstein at Promo Social Post has done for me. There's my logo down at the bottom left on a product pitch that he sent out. I can have my favicons when I email a customer, and I just have my shoe, and it can say, click on it for the latest special. They click on it, and that little ad would come up with. Promo Social Post can help you with this type of work, and the materials that they provide you can be linked to your favicons. How about one-day service on your site? I talked about Snugs being great at that. Well, Innovation Line, my friend Chris Hodge owns that company. They are also a rush order supplier with over 100 products that you can order and be delivered in a timely manner. You can learn more about that from Chris at innovation-line.com. And they have a great new little electronic product. A lot of distributors don't know that Innovation Line has some really cool little tech products. And that 5-in-1 bamboo charging cable has Type-C input and output. That is a great product that everyone would use if you gave that to a customer. That is a usable product, much more needed than a pen. Who needs another pen or another coffee mug when we can get a 5-in-1 bamboo charging cable from Innovation Line? Here's We Promo again. EQP is a piece of cake. You can scan that QR code if you would like to, and it will take you to the We Promo site after the show is over. Membership at wepromo.net. EQP without the fees, no mandatory reporting, no sales minimums, there's no obligation. Why wouldn't you sign up for it? Cost you nothing, just try it, see if you like it. Here's Tommy Romero, who owns Pen Machine, and my dear friend Harvey Mackler. I've known for Harvey for 30 years. He is going to take it a little easier now. He now works with Tommy at Pen Machine. So if you need lapel pens, that's where you go, Pen Machine. Michael at penmachine.com will send you an actual sample of a product, a lapel pen, with whatever logo you want on it. Send him 4 or 5 of those after the show. What do you got to lose but the chance to show a customer a great sample? We're talking about Apple products again here from Harrison Harrison at sunjoy.us. They sell Apple products. I believe they're the only supplier. There might be another one, but they can imprint Apple TV, the little machine. They do headphones. They can do the trackers. They can do the earbuds. They can do the back of their iPads. Harrison at sunjoy.us if you want to know how to sell Sunjoy products from Apple. Great product category for you. Great coupon from Sunjoy on the screen right now. Now, let's talk about Buy One Tab. We talked about, John Gauchi got with you earlier and talked about buying one of something. And there's this little minute message for John. It is so dead on, and this guy is one of my favorite people. And just please listen to what he has to say.
Again, we're going to talk about money, right? Don Sanders does such a great job encouraging everybody to make more money. And we got to do that by increasing your sales. So we know that we can sell more products to our existing customers, and we can go out and look for new customers and expand that way. But regardless, keep in mind, contact Apogee. Let's break some of the fear of talking recognition, because all you have to do is talk recognition. And a big tip is when you do bring up that conversation, and you hear the word plaques, jump on it right away in any way you can. Like, oh my God, I gotta show you some cool plaques. Remember how ugly plaques used to be like in the 80s? Well, heck, you can imagine how ugly they were back in 1905. But plaques just look different, and you gotta show that enthusiasm and say, oh, I gotta show you some fun plaques, because it's not 1980 anymore. Our plaques look different. Okay, go out there, have some fun, make some more money. Donald, as always, thanks for encouraging your distributors to start the recognition conversation, and I hope you have me back.
John is a great guy. He's one of my dear friends. john.g@creativeawards.net. There's his phone number on the screen. Just send him an email and say, you know, Sanders talks a lot and said you'd send me a sample, or tell me about how I can get a personalized sample with one of my customers' logo on it. He'd be happy to do it for you. There's 3 offers on the screen. I know they're redundant. They all say $50 off, but I'm just trying to show you some of the cool products that Apogee makes. They're up in Minnesota, and this stuff is all American made. They're not bringing in import blank glass or acrylic and grinding it like the big mega suppliers do. This is American made, one at a piece type awards. Now we're going to talk about 4imprint. I can't compete for 4imprint. I don't try and compete with them. I don't have the money to run ads on Murder, She Wrote. I see their ads on Murder, She Wrote. I like that show. And so don't try and compete with them. Don't try and buy social media ads. You've got to create your own thing. You've got to generate your own buzz. You do that by letting Greg Blumstein do your social media marketing for you. You can make it convenient for web prospects to learn about your site by creating your own QR code sample offers like these ones I've shown you before from Edwards. If you didn't take advantage of these samples, click on those icons, the QR codes, then you'll be able to order the sample at the end of the show. But how about creating your own QR codes? It's really easy to do. There's several services that do that. Create your own QR code and make your own ads up. Let's take like Southern Plus. They make chairs, folding chairs. Theirs don't break. You could put a folding chair on there that says, our chairs don't break. Have a QR code. Somebody scans that after you send it to them. They can place the chair order, which comes directly to you. And then you could send that order, let's say to Southern Plus, and say, hey, what do I need to do to get a chair sent to my customer? Do not worry about competing with these huge mega suppliers. Go after your own market. Now let's talk about the liquor markets. I sell a lot of mats for logo mats. I've known logo mats forever. Miles Wadsworth is president of Logo Mats. He really wants your business. Liquor market is huge. Big chains buy mats, and so there's so many single owner owned liquor stores around. Talk about an industry that's still like family owned. It is. Funeral homes used to be like that, but a lot of these big funeral homes have been purchased. But liquor stores are still where you can walk in a little mom and pop liquor store, sell them an outdoor mat and an indoor mat, or mats for the floor, showing different specials. And this is a cool little way to, okay, mats welcome customers and keep stores clean. There's my message, and here's my opinion.
Distributors ask me all the time how to sell mats. It is the easiest sale there is. All you have to do is just ask. Anytime you're out, notice the mats in front of a bar, restaurant, shops. Usually they're worn out, they're frayed, or they're just nasty because they haven't been replaced in years. The person who bought that mat probably doesn't work there anymore, or the owner doesn't remember where they bought it either. So when you're out, just ask somebody who's the one that would be the mat buyer. And when you find them, just say, let me sell you a brand new mat. You cannot believe how many people will say, gee, I'm glad you came by. We need a new mat. We just didn't know where to get one.
Well, that is the truth. Try it. See if it works for you. It works for me and several other distributors. Let's talk about Showdown being the one that makes all the cool outdoor stuff. I mean, outdoor signage, banners, sale flags, etc. And you can have a virtual showroom. You can put Showdown's virtual showroom link up at the top of your site. where they click on that and you see every product that Showdown makes, and then direct that response form to you. Include a virtual showroom on your site header. Also, you can get a free distributor website just for Showdown products. You talk about a cool little product, that's that banner that goes on the back of the door. I've been doing this for a long time, and I didn't even know that product existed until I started doing these webinars. So what I found out is I learned something by using the virtual showroom myself. Maybe your customer will catch something that you haven't thought they needed. Maybe they need banners for the back of their doors for a big corporate meeting to build camaraderie. Every door on the floor of a corporate headquarters has a different banner ad put on the back of it. How cool is that? You can also have a tab where customers can see what their logo would look like on different products. You can create virtual samples for them. ID Line, which I've worked forever, will do a virtual spec sample. These are spec samples of badges, tags, coasters, decals, cleanits. All you have to do is send your logos to Lindsay Bonds at idline.com. I'll have her address at the end of the show. I forgot to put it up here on the screen. Spec samples are, they sell orders. Take advantage of the ones that ID Line will do for you. Here's Greg again. I'm not going to mention Greg again, but few distributors have time to constantly post. Greg Blumstein is a up and up honest guy. Email him and say, Sanders told me that you can help me triple my business. I don't know if he could do that, but I guarantee you he sure as heck can help you get out there and sell more. June is Pride Month. Pride Month is still with us. It's going to go on for another 24 days here. Start selling Pride products if you haven't been. There was a big Pride parade here in one part of Dallas on June 1st, and there's going to be another one here on the 20th. In the part of town that goes through, there are 100 bars and restaurants. Go down to the area in your town where these Pride parades happen and go to each bar and restaurant or business and say, can I sell you some rainbow products? Cloth Promotions makes cooling towels, which are great for Pride events. They make pet bandanas, Lynn's cleaning cloths. These are great for Pride events. And over here on the right is Snugsy. They have a whole line of Pride products, which even include drinkware, fanny packs. Customer care at snugsyusa.com for Pride product information. Over on Cloth Promotions is order. I believe it's order at clothpromotions.com. I don't believe that S is supposed to be in there, but it might be. I can't remember, but I'm sorry I confused you on that. Here we are back on socks and shoes. You please email Rachel at snock101.com. I told her that her products were just so good. She says, Don, prove it to me. And that's what I'm trying to do. They have great imprinted socks, like Krispy Kreme did a sock and shoe program where they put imprinted socks and shoes in boxes and gave those to people in a promotion for their store employees to get more camaraderie up and for a team building exercise. And remember, get your own pair of shoes. I have done so well with my colorful shoes. Why not figure out how to get a pair of shoes with your logo on it? How about sending a picture and having your picture painted on those shoes, printed on those shoes? I don't know all they can do, but email Rachel and say, you know what? Sanders told me you could help me. Prove it, and she will. Here's WePromo again. Not going to mention them again, but membership at wepromo.net. If you're not doing this, you need to. It is a better service than these other providers, in my opinion, because it is not such a huge mondo. There's not just so many of these members. WePromo takes better care of their people because they are a smaller, more reliable organization. Back here with Flex Systems, and this is the last time I'm going to talk about.
Hi, please don't forget my friend Diane Chapman at Flex Systems. Her decorating capabilities are so unique, and if you will show those to your customers, they will know that you are the go-to distributor.
She's also on the PTSD delivery program, if you're familiar with that. She's official decorator for Sanmar. You see some of the lines that they are official decorators on that ad. And there's the Allbirds shoe. I mentioned them before. Diane C at flexsystems.com. She's a great supplier, and there's a 10% off an order coupon for you. Now, if you'd like to have the replay of the webinar, if you'll just send me an email after it's over, there's my email address. I will make sure that you receive it after it's downloaded. Apple products from Harrison at sunjoy.us. Showdown Displays, if you want their current catalogs, they still have some. There's the email address. Pencil for those calendars. How about those cool shaped pen samples? There's Carla's email, the rolling suitcase, Scott at clothpromotions.com. Logo mats, ID line, if you want to find out about making those spec samples. Edwards is B Keel at edwardsgarment.com if you want to specifically find out about the Edwards samples. There's Trainer. I talked about Trainer being the second supplier that I placed an order with. At Chantel T at trainergraphics.com. Southern Plus, there's my two cause marketing and Wounded Warrior samples from customer care at snugzusa.com. Quickie, I didn't talk about Quickie much in this webinar, but I've dealt with Quickie for, my goodness, 30 years. Info at quickie.com if you'd like to have a completely American-made product sample kit. Burlacamp for those plaques, or how about those cool motorcycle kickstand pads? Sales at burlacamp.com. We promo sign up, free social media. Apogee, John.G. Shoe cover samples. I love them for realtors. Sales team at adcapital.com. Flex Systems, Innovation Line Charging Cable, Lapel Pin Sample Kit. It's Michael at pinmachine.com or Tommy at pinmachine.com. Pin It, Tote, and Safety Vest samples from sales team at Ad Capital. P. Wolf at galaxyballoon.com if you want a balloon sample kit. Pioneer Balloon has been taken over by somebody else, and if you're looking for balloons, you can buy them from them. Galaxy is exactly who I would go to. And there's Rachel at sock101.com for custom shoe information and how to get a free pair of socks. I really appreciate you tuning in today. Our next webinar will be right after the July 4th weekend. And all I can say is I really enjoy talking to you today. I've talked as fast as I could, and I've tried to get a lot of information in. So I'm going to leave the screen up a minute so you can copy these email addresses. And I hope you have a great day.